Fantasy fan, as far as when it comes to 7 at least. It's a big part of my childhood. To see the remake come about was, just a, phenomenal in itself as far as taking on such a project to live up to the hype. Square Enix has, really put themselves against the wall with something such as this. I think with the first installment, it was very good. I guess, you sacrifice with these new games because you get so much content in each game, but I really wish we could have released the remake all at one time, to give you that full experience to where we didn't have to have like the cliffhanger effect. Because it could be, it could not be. I assume it is. It's all about the money or the money grab. But this game is such a, it plays such a role in many people's history as far as, just late nights with your friends or buddies just traveling through different worlds and, grabbing different summons and materials and, crafting the best team you could possibly craft, figuring out all the different secrets within the games, the secret boss fights, and amongst different ways to play the game to where you play kind of precisely. So, it's hard to relive it all as authentic as when it was first released. But I do think with these new games, it gives us a brand new perspective as to it gives you a more immersive state, like, what I'm saying, like as far as just with it being in the world. I thought the first game did a good job of bringing Midgard to life, recognizing the area but still giving you that in-world view as like door-to-door view, you might say, just really like reliving the city and capturing the nostalgia, but also just giving it a crisp look and something that's not out of the ordinary to people who have played the game before, and something that would be eye-catching to somebody who might not know about Final Fantasy VII. So, yeah, as I said, I did this little spiel kind of like a second ago, but, I could talk about Final Fantasy VII all day, really, and just the different aspects of what makes it a great game. We kind of left with, in the first game, with Cloud, Barrett, Tifa, Red 13, and if you can play the Yuffie expansion. So you have her as well. But I don't think we've seen Vincent, and I don't think we've seen Sid quite yet. So I wonder if we'll see them in this trailer. This was a release, as you can tell, Summer Game Fest, which I missed, man. I was wanting to kind of do like a whole, broadcast for that, like I did for the PlayStation event. But unfortunately, things happen. And I didn't get a chance to do that. But I am trying to catch up on everything that was released so I can come in here and chop it up with you guys. See what's worth getting excited about and see what's brand new and maybe just, what we're going to continue to cover and review over here on this channel. So without further ado, man, let's check out this Final Fantasy VII. I think we're in for a treat with this game. It's, yeah.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster, caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
And I forgot Eris, who is probably one of the most key components to the whole game in itself. So my bad on that. But as you can see, the team is down right here. It's just got massive blown up in the city. Is it the reactor that blew up? Is that why they're down? Let's continue.
Wow. Just look at it all. It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been? And you're asking me this? This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
The live stream. It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Mad, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgar. We fought him. Whatever happened...
You don't even see Yuffie like within this group of interaction right now. So is she gonna be stock to this game, or are we going to run into? Do we have to run into her like in the previous or in the original game? I wonder. Even though the expansion's out, I guess that's why I asked that question. Or if you have the expansion, is she going to be available upon release? Just a question. If you know, let me know in the comments.
He's alive. But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what.
Well now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
Another question. You think Red 13 is going to be playable this time around, since he's kind of established in the game already? Like, they've had time to go ahead and get a moveset together. I would hope he is, man, because, you know, that would be a big bummer if we couldn't use Red. You kind of got to see him in the last game. As he tagged along with you, he would attack people for you, but you didn't get to really control him. So I hope you get to put him in party and make him party accessible.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest.
About time, right? My fault, guys. I'm getting used to this mic. You know what I mean? Just switching it. I gotta mute it. You know what I mean? Because it'll just be way too loud if I let the video rock over it. So forgive me. Bear with me on that. But Red 13's in the game. We just saw that. That's all I was saying. You know what I mean? Great to see that. Very happy about that. Needed to be in the last one, but I guess just due to how big the game is, it's, you know, you're doing so much already. To add 4 characters upon launch, you know, makes it pretty difficult. So, you know, they've had the time to put some new characters together, and it going by the last game, we got a solid 3 characters. So hopefully we'll get Red, possibly Yuffie, and then Sid, I would imagine, because Vincent was kind of like you could get him and you could not get him. So I imagine we get Sid before Vincent, but who knows?
Greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
Okay, man, so not only do you have just, you know, you're playing from the perspective of Cloud. Again, it's this mic, guys. Sorry, forgive me. But you got these great double team attacks they're showing through this whole little montage right here. We saw Yuffie and Aerith, and I'll play it back. The slashes on Cloud's blade just look great, man. It looks amazing. Very cool animation here with Red 13 kind of going sidewinder on you. Love seeing that. And then here's a double team attack. This is what I'm saying. I love this, man. You have Aerith putting up the dome, and then Tifa goes in and just starts wrecking stuff, bouncing off the walls like a damn pinball, man. Just ready to knock it.
Keep her away from me!
They say she's a monster, that she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul. that she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
Breathe you yet.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
So we get 2 discs with this one. That's pretty cool as well. This is gonna be great, man. This is buy on release type of game right here. I want to go back and watch that Barrett Cloud clip one more time. You saw Genova right here. This is gonna be really still on the build of the game in the grand scheme of things. Tifa kind of referenced it earlier in the trailer. Like, Cloud is like, his story is real messed up. Like, he thinks he's been places he hasn't been, and he's just a whole mystery to himself as much as everybody else around him. Genova was kind of like, I don't want to give away the story, but there's a whole, and I don't even know if I could tell it that good, to be honest with you, but Genova, a big part. You saw Sephiroth, big bad of the whole thing. Yeah, it just looks good. There's not really much else to say. I think everything that I wanted to see was here. We saw Red 13, we saw Yuffie, so we know for a fact we're going to get those 2. Whether we'll see Vincent or Sid is still a mystery. It looks like the gameplay is just as crisp as it was in the first one, if not more crisp. Again, with the double play or the double team, I guess probably limit breaks is what they are. That should be an interesting aspect to add on, and just, cinematic wise. And again, I think it adds character just to your party as to, you're moving through this adventure, and you want to fight like y'all know the plan, like y'all know the blueprint, right? So I think that just adds a chemistry aspect that is just needed amongst a game like this when you're doing such a great script with character building and adventure tied in all in one. Rebirth is looking like it's looking very beautiful. We got the crew right here just chilling, looking on the vast world, and I wonder how open that is actually going to be. They're saying it's going to be a big open world. I mean, it's saying they're going to press the limits of the PS5, not the limits, but they're going to really use the PS5 to its full capabilities with this thing, man. So, we got the land, we got the water over here. You could boat in Final Fantasy, the original, you know what I mean? So I'm sure we'll be able to get overseas and whatnot. I don't know if we'll introduce any driving. Could introduce some driving to this game, but it looks like a lot of it's just going to be on foot, which I'm definitely cool with. I think the combat aspect is one of the biggest parts or biggest draws to this game right now, and you don't want to really pull away from that too much. You know what I mean? Especially when you got such a cool party to toy around with and, configure and really just make it to your own, right? So, yeah, I wanted to come in and hit on this, man. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you know what I mean? And, yeah, this is fun. I might have to play the first one again just to, be re-immersed into it, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of what I was saying as well. Like, it's unfortunate we can't get the whole story in one package, but with so much that they're trying to do with the remake, it's understandable. But at least we're getting them ever since the release of the first one. We're getting them at a decent rate. I think it's going to be every 2 years or so. So, it's about to start raining out here if you hear the thunder. But like and subscribe, man. This is D's World. I hope you appreciated this. Hope you enjoyed your time over here. And yeah, till next time, man. Keep God close. This is your host, Drone.
Yo, you check this out?